Today we're going to have us some Louisiana style red beans and rice. I'm going to take my red beans. I've been soaking since 5 o'clock this morning. And I'm going to put them in my pot. And I'm going to put 10 cups of water to start with. You may have to add more water, because as they start to boil, your water is going to be boiling out. So we'll start with 10 cups of water. We get to a good boil. This is one pack of beans. And while this is coming to a boil, I'm going to take my butter and my seasonings, and I'm going to put them in a frying pan and let them saute. Okay, now that my beans have been boiling for about 30 minutes now, I'm about to take my seasoning, my butter, my ham, sausage, and put it in this pan and let it saute. A little butter in there. And I'm going to take my seasoning blend and I'm going to put this in here and let it saute a little while. Now I'm going to add my sausage and ham to this. And I'm going to let all this saute. I still have just my red beans and water boiling. Now I'm going to check on my seasoning, my sausage, and my ham. It's been sauteing now for about 20 minutes. Now I'm going to take the sausage I've been sauteing, and I'm going to add them to my pot of beans. And while I'm adding it to that, I'm going to take this pot, the frying pan that I've been cooking my seasoning in, and I'm going to add 2 cups of water and let it come to a boil so I can add it to the red bean pot so it won't change my heat of my cooking. Because as you can see, the water is boiling down. We had 10 cups to begin with. Now that this water is boiling, I'm going to take my water and I'm going to add it to my red beans. Now I'm going to take my Tony Saturine and I'm going to add me some to the pot. And I don't measure, I'm sorry, but I would say about 2 tablespoons. That's your discretion. Some people like it spicy, some people don't. But now I have my red beans, my sausage, my ham, my bell pepper, all that's in one pot now. And we're going to let it cook down until they get creamy. They've been on now for 1 hour. I just added my meat, my sausage to my bean. I had that in another frying pan. But now we have all this going together. They've been on for an hour. Now we're going to stir them every 5-10 minutes on a low fire for about another 30 minutes. And while I'm at it, I'm about to fix my cornbread. My cornbread consists of a box and a half of Jiffy Mix, 2 tablespoons of cornmeal, 2 tablespoons of flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 egg, and my milk. That's all I have here. And I'm going to take it and mix it up. Now this is the consistency you want. Not too soupy, not too thick. And I took me a little, let me stir my beans. My beans are coming along. They getting creamy. All right, I took me a tablespoon of cooking oil and a tablespoon of butter. And I got it in my frying pan. And I'm going to put it in here with my cornbread mixture. And then I'm going to put it in the oven for 20 minutes. All right, here's our cornbread before. We're about to stick it in the oven for 20 minutes. Now that my red beans are almost coming to an end, see how creamy they are? I'm about to add me a tablespoon of sugar. And you're not going to taste the sugar. It's not going to be sweet. We've been cooking these boys for an hour and a half. And we got about 10 more minutes before the cornbread come out the oven. And when that cornbread come out, we're going to be ready to eat. And here we go. Here's our cornbread. Our cornbread is ready. I'm going to take and put me a little butter on top of it. And put me a little butter in my red beans. And we are about ready to eat. As soon as this cool off in about 15 minutes, that's a wrap. So here's your Louisiana red beans, guys. Enjoy. Get you some rice. Put your beans on top of your rice. Cut your cornbread. That's good eating.